Hi, my name is Barb Desautels, CIR Realty. Welcome to my channel. And on this channel, you'll learn all things real estate. You'll learn about the buying and selling process, as well as things to do in Calgary and the surrounding areas. Today, I'm talking about why I love to live in Calgary. Let's go! Why do I love living in Calgary? That is what we're talking about. Number one reason why I love living in Calgary is the Calgary Tower. Absolutely love this place. It's a spectacular view of the city. This is a nice place to visit as a Calgarian, as well as if you are a visitor to Calgary. On the observation deck, you will see an awesome view of the Rocky Mountains, the foothills, and the prairies. One of the things I absolutely love is the glass ceiling. I'm afraid of heights, but I do love to see the city below my feet. There are two restaurants located in the Calgary Tower. You've got Ruth's Steakhouse and the 360 Restaurant and Lounge. You can have a tour of the Calgary Tower. All you need to do is just call the Calgary Tower and book your appointment, and then you get to see a fabulous tour of the Calgary Tower. The Calgary Tower was actually a joint venture between Marathon Realty and Husky Oil. Construction of the Calgary Tower started in 1967 and was completed in 1968. It was constructed to honor Canada's centennial, as well as to do some urban development of the city. It was actually named Husky Tower, and in 1971 it was renamed to the Calgary Tower. And number two, one of my favorite places in Calgary is TELUS Sparks. This is our science center. The original science center was constructed in 1967, and it was actually located at the west end of the city between 7th Avenue and 11th Street. On October 11th, 2011, the science center was actually relocated to St. George's Drive. That's by the Calgary Zoo, and then it was renamed TELUS Sparks. TELUS Sparks is an interactive exhibit. It's a multimedia as well as a demonstration science center. Can you believe it? There are over 430,000 visitors per year to TELUS Sparks. 82,000 of those are students. My kids went to the Body Whirl exhibit and they absolutely love it. I chickened out. It was a little bit too real for me, so I stayed at home that day. I will put a link to in the description box for Body Whirl. It's quite a neat exhibit. And number three, Studio Bell, home of the National Music Center. That is an awesome place. If you have not been there, you need to go and take a look. It has an exhibit of Canada's music history. It's also an interactive. You can go and do a recording studio. You can play instruments, hands-on. I tried this in 2019 for Canada Day, and I really enjoyed it. The one thing I love about this as well is the building. It's a really cool building design. The architect of the building is really, really neat. Even if you don't, like to go for music, just go and take a look at the building. It's really cool. Studio Bell is attached to the King Eddie, Calgary's oldest hotel. It features music, jazz and rhythm and blues. It's pretty awesome. It's a nice place to go and just relax. And number four, Canada Olympic Park, COP for short. This is our very own ski hill within the city. COP is a multi-training center and recreational facilities. You have skiing, snowboarding, luge, bobsledding right inside the city. COP is also home to Canada's Sports Hall of Fame. In 1988, the Winter Olympics Games were held here in Calgary and surrounding areas. Canada Olympic Park was the venue for bobsled, luge, skeleton, Nordic combine, as well as freestyle skiing. I actually danced in the opening ceremonies for the Olympic Winter Games. If I can find my costume, I'll insert a picture. It's pretty funny. The dance was called Futuristic Dance. Yeah, I'll let you see it. In the summertime, you can mountain bike, zip line, as well as they have lots of festivals and certainly tons of summer camps for kids to attend. The Mark and McHale Center inside of COP is actually for performance athletes who want to continue their training within the province of Alberta. Fun fact, before it was called COP, it was actually called PASKAPOO. That's where I learned to ski. One of my fondest memories is my husband and I went to a concert there, and it was absolutely a beautiful day, and then we had a flash flood. I was dressed in my, beautiful jeans and Peter Pan boots, and I was looking hot, ready for a concert, and we had this flash flood. Oh my gosh. It basically washed out everything. At the end of that flash flood, I looked like a drenched rat. My shoes had gotten stuck inside of the mud. The neat thing about it, it was a Bryan Adams concert, and Bryan Adams just kept on singing. And of course, he finished with one of my favorite songs, The Summer of '69. And number 5, Arts Common. That's our Performing Arts Center. Located inside, you've got the Jack Singer Concert Hall, Max Bell Theatre, Engineer Air Theatre, Big Secret Theatre, formerly known as One Yellow Rabbit, and a few others. The Martha Cone Theatre is also located inside of it. What I love about the Martha Cone Theatre is that it doesn't matter where you're sitting in that theatre, you can see the performance. You are not blinded by someone sitting in front of you. The design of it is really cool. The last time I was inside of the Martha Cone Theatre, I actually went to see Weird Al Yankovic, who I absolutely loved when I was a teenager. You also have the Alberta Theatre Projects, and they bring lots of great performances to Calgary. I love going there. You can make a nice evening of it. You can have a night out on the town, while you also get to see some amazing performances. And number 6, we have no provincial sales tax. We only have the goods and services tax. The goods and services tax is a federal tax. Alberta is the only province that does not have a provincial sales tax. If you're buying something big, large ticket items, you can save a lot of money. And number 7, the mountains. Calgary is so close to the mountains. I have mentioned this before. We're only an hour's drive away from the mountains. When you get into your car and head towards the mountains, you can just feel the stress leaving your body from the day-to-day grind. Or if you're like me, you have your favorite tunes on and your car is moving and is shaking because you're just jamming because you're heading towards the mountains and you feel free. And number 8, my Calgary Stampeders. I'm a bit of a sports junkie and I absolutely love football. The Calgary Stampeders provide lots of entertainment for everyone. It starts with the tailgate party, as well as there's lots to do once they're inside the stadium. The stadium has a family section where there's no alcohol allowed, so you don't have to run into anyone crazy like my husband when his Saskatchewan Roughriders goes to town. Go Stamps, go! When I go see my Calgary Stampeders, I'm always decked out in my Stampeders gear. I'm wearing one of the retired players who was one of my favorite players' jersey. Well, it's not his jersey, but I'm wearing the t-shirt. And here he is. John Cornish, he's one of my favorite players. If you're thinking about buying or selling real estate in Calgary, please give me a call. My number is 403-667-9869 on my cell phone, where I'm always treating my clients like family.